I knew it, and I've said it, that the crypto market was going to crash. How low it was going to go? Well, no one really knew. However, if you paid attention and you researched, you would know that Bitcoin was going to fall probably in the low 20s, and it's early still, that the bottom probably hasn't been reached. Now, my video only reaches a few people, so I'm not very popular like some YouTubers who have, tens of thousands of followers and get tens of thousands of views on their channel. But I knew this was coming. I knew I was prepared. I am prepared, and I've been prepared, and now I have started my accumulation process. You might think, well, Angel, you're crazy, man. Why are you buying now? Everybody is getting out of the market. Why are you buying now? Well, here's one thing I've learned. I've learned that wealthy people don't get scared about these kinds of situations. These kinds of situations have happened in the past, and they happen because they need to happen. It is the way the economy corrects. And so I'm not afraid to jump in on the market in these kinds of times. So that's what I'm doing. I'm accumulating, I'm buying. I just started yesterday and today. When I saw the market crash to down, when Bitcoin went down to 25,000, it was at that point that I made my first purchase again at that price. Then it went down to 24, 20. I think it's like hovering at 23 right now, but it touched 22. I'm telling you, I am preparing, like I said I would, to buy, accumulate DTC right into the market. And again, I thought about, I've been waiting since I bought last year, and I bought last year not when the market was going up. I mean, like, I was buying when I thought the dips were fair. And obviously this year at this time, we are like beached whales outside of the sand, gasping for some air in terms of price, because anyone can tell you every single altcoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Polygon, Matic, all of them, it is insane how cheap they are compared to what they were last year around May. Now, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Well, it's a good thing for the new investor who's never been in crypto and now decides to jump into the market. I think it's a good thing. But for a person like me, it's an absolutely good thing, because I haven't been in crypto for the 10 years that some people have. Those people that got in 2011 and 2012, those people, if you look at their portfolio of what they bought then to now, they're doing cherry. And so I'm taking the same approach, that whatever I buy today, crypto's going to be around. Maybe not all of it, but crypto's going to be around. And whatever I buy today, I'm not looking at, where it's going to be tomorrow or next month or next year for that matter. I'm looking at crypto as a means of retirement. Well, I'm 44. I figure I got 10 more years in the game. And, if crypto in 10 years, which I predict to be a lot more in worth and price than it is today, then it's a no-brainer for me. So if you're one of those who leveraged against your crypto portfolio in order for you to earn more, well, you know, if you called the long, you're not doing too well right now. If you borrowed and paid for your crypto that way, you're not doing too well right now. Because, you know, those who borrow, they're usually traders, and right now I don't think it's a great market for traders because of the volatility in the market. And, you know, if you bought Bitcoin at 28,000 thinking it was going to go to 38,000 and then you were going to make a trade at that point, well, it didn't do that. It was hovering for 9 weeks between 29,000 and 36,000. And I think it only touched 36 or 37 like a couple times, and that was it. So this is a short video. I just wanted to come out and say that it is a time to accumulate. It is a time to accumulate for me. I'm going to make some safe purchases, meaning if I can afford to throw in 10,000 right now, would I? No. I have the money to do that. And I'm going to do that over the course of the next 3 to 9 months, because that's really kind of my window. My window is 3 to 9 months. 3 to 9 months starting now. And I've just made my first purchase of those 3 to 9 months. I'll catch it. If I don't catch it, if in 2 months something happens, crypto turns around and it goes back, everything goes back to where it was last year, or it surpasses last year, then I'm not buying. I'm not going to buy. So you could say that I missed the opportunity of putting in my entire investment, but that's just playing it safe. That's just in case, you know, things get worse, which I think they will. And when they do, I'll jump in with another. So I've broken it up in quarters. So I'm doing about $4,000 every quarter. So $4,000 in the next 3 months, $4,000 in the next 3 months, and $4,000 in the next 3 months. If you do the math on that, that's 3 to 9 months, because that was a total of 9. So that's how I broke down. I got ways of doing things that are different than other people, but here's the reason why I do it that way. If you know, well, I shouldn't say if you know. If you do as much homework as I do, I know that there are companies that buy crypto in the millions and they leverage against it. And so if plans don't work out for them, these companies are called on their loan and their crypto is sold. The difference is given to them, but that's so that the investment company, the bank, whoever loaned the money, doesn't lose their investment. The person that loses is the person that leveraged against the crypto. So that said, I think there's going to be much worse news. Not everybody's honest. Not everybody will tell you what they're doing. But I really think that with Bitcoin falling to 23, 22, 2019, that is a dangerous area for tons of investors. And so think about it. If that's a dangerous area for tons of investors who have invested millions of dollars and they get called, that's only going to put pressure, negative pressure on crypto. So knowing that, I know that if I just hang tight, it takes about 2 to 3 months for it to show the impact of when that happens. And that's what we're seeing right now, is that crypto fell below the 28,000 marker. And when it did that, it called it called a bunch of people's loans, and they're forced to sell. So when they're forced to sell, it puts pressure on the market. When there's pressure on the market like there is right now, things are going to get worse. They spiral out of control. But then when the dust is all settled, and that's the part I don't know. I don't know when the dust settles. All I know is, based off technical analysis, you can hit future lows, and those are very easy to calculate using either the Wyckoff or any other technical analysis that you prefer to determine where the price is going to be. Now, I honestly think, based on what I've seen and what I've researched and the homework that I put into Bitcoin, Cardano, and Ethereum, I really think Bitcoin has the potential in the next 3 to 9 months to wick right in the $11,000 range. I would be surprised if it went under 10,000, but 11 is very realistic for me. In fact, I am hoping that Bitcoin falls to the $11,000 range. And if it does, I think that's going to be a phenomenal opportunity for me and for some of my family members to jump into Bitcoin right at that price. Because a lot of and this is the reason why, when Bitcoin was 68,000, most people are not going to jump in. They're not going to be buying fractions of a Bitcoin because it just doesn't feel right. Like, think about it. If Bitcoin is 68,000 and you had 10,000 in the bank, when it was 68,000, you had 10,000 in the bank. It just didn't feel right throwing in like $1,000, $2,000 in Bitcoin, hoping that it went to 100,000, like everybody said. Now, knowing that Bitcoin has been at 68,000 and it's at 11,000, yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy some Bitcoin at that point, because Bitcoin ain't going nowhere. Bitcoin's gonna be here forever. And as long as Bitcoin's gonna be here forever, which is the top crypto in the world, the most known in the world, it's kind of like, it's kind of like a Google. It ain't gonna go nowhere. And so, to me, that means something. And so that's why I think that if it went down to 11, even at the current price, I'm not gonna lie, if it goes to 18, 19,000, again, I'm dollar cost averaging. I'm not buying a full Bitcoin at that price, but at least I've bought some, not as much as I would want. But if it went down to 11,000, I tell you what, I'm gonna up my stake in Bitcoin big time, because 10 years from now, will Bitcoin be back at 68,000? Absolutely. Could it be more than that? Absolutely. Could it be less than that? Sure. But I highly doubt that Bitcoin in 10 years is going to be under 100K. And so if I buy at 10K and in 10 years it's over 100K or 100K, well, that amount of increase is a great investment in my eyes. So anyhow, that's it. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a feeling of where cryptocurrency is right now and where I'm at in terms of my investments. And, again, do your own homework, do your own research. Don't listen to me. There's nothing that I can say that is going to ever be correct. All it is just, market sentiment, my gut feeling, where the economy is at the current stage of our time, and all of those factors, including other type things, is what weighs in on my decision-making process of investing. But I love investing. I think that it's fun, and it's fun when I know I don't borrow to invest in this stuff. I don't over-invest, meaning I don't put in all of my money into it. That's what makes it fun for me, is that I just play with play money, It would make no difference if I took the difference of the money that I save and went to the casino and did, a couple of hands on blackjack just to try to double or triple my money. And so, no different. If I lost that money, I'm still happy. I walk out like a champion. Nobody suffers. Nobody goes without eating. I don't go without clothing. I don't go without paying my bills. That's how I play this market. I play this market with the same mindset that whatever I put in, I can afford to lose. And if I never see it again, no big deal. That's kind of how I make it fun. And so therefore, for me, at least it's a significant amount to make it's a significant amount to make a meaningful difference down in the future, 5 years, 10 years from now. And that's the hope. The hope is that, all of my work, all of my research, all of my reading, all of my listening, all of my studying has paid off for the few cryptos that exist in my portfolio. So then, ladito de la sierra aquí, el AKA Crypto Keeper, el Kikiriki, checking out. Bye.